Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. And yes, I have my lighting, I have my fan. How you doing in YouTubeLand? That just came to me like, what, 2 weeks ago, something like that? Baby, I am milking that rap for all it is worth. Seriously, I hope that all of you are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope you're getting the help that you receive. Just remember, assault, murder, those are illegal. They're illegal. And this is the obligatory, I do not condone violence. I don't. But sometimes, don't you want to bitch smack somebody upside the head? I know I do. Especially if I see an R next to their name. You know, like the Renazican Republican R, but I digress. So, welcome to the official video for the Hay House Card Deck... Take 2, Hay House Card Deck Club, Autumn 2025. Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, is drinking coffee, which is like, well, Robert, why don't you drink some coffee? Maybe that'll help. I think it would. I took a big-ass sip, and I feel good. And I know it's late, but I'll still drink coffee. I don't care. And Drake, I presume I'm still in frame? Beautiful. Thank you. So first, let me talk to you about the decks. So we have the Inner Temple Oracle, written by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Katie-Louise, and I will have Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person, do a close-up of the front of the box and a close-up of the back of the box. Okay, so that's the first deck. Then we have Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards by Sonia Choquette. And again, I'm going to have Drake do a close-up of the front of the box. And a close-up of the back of the box. Okay? And last but not least, we have the Fairy Tale Heroine Oracle. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. So, Sonia Choquette is the author of the Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards. And the art is by Meagan Boyd. Forgot that part. Okay, the Fairy Tale Heroine Oracle, written by Sharon Blackie, illustrated by Amanda Clark. This is the front of the box. And this is the back of the box. Okay, I'm actually going to talk about this one first because this one really drew me immediately. And of course, I want to point out, I do not remember her first name, but her YouTube channel is Six of Wands, and I vividly remember her saying that she hates tuck boxes. So every time I see a tuck box, I think of her, and every time I do not see a tuck box, or an alternate type of box, I think of her. So let me read to you the synopsis of this deck, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So, fairy tales hold rich, deep lessons that reveal a pathway toward change and living more fully in the world. At their heart is the process of transformation. The archetypal images, characters, and motifs in this magical oracle act as keys to unlock your inner wisdom and offer comfort, guidance, and inspiration at every point of the long, winding journey of life. Now, what I find very intriguing about this deck is that it has suits. Not every oracle card deck has suits, but this one does. So, we have the introduction. We have Working with the Fairy Tale Heroine Oracle. We have the Fairy Tale Heroine's Journey Spread. Going Deeper, which includes journaling and dream work. And then we have the cards. Suit 1 are tasks. Some of the cards include apprenticeship, housekeeping, sleeping, sacrifice, marrying, saving, solving, and spinning. We have Suit 2, places, like home, the well, the witch's cottage, the tower, the locked room, the hearth, the fairy hill. The Suit 3 is called guides, such as the witch, the wise old woman, the wolf, the dragon, the talking horse, the stepmother, the fairy godmother, the frog, the giant, the fairy, the snake, and the devil. And the fourth and final suit are the tools, such as the thread, the box, the mirror, bones, shoes, spindle, nettle, word magic, food, kiss, seed, and key. Then about the author, about the illustrator. I'm very excited about using this deck. It intrigued me once I found out about it. And of course, I love that now more than ever, Oracle decks have a blessing on them. So, stories are spells. They change things. May they and the images you encounter in this deck offer sound guidance for your heroine's journey. And I'm going to have Drake do a close-up of the bottom of the box. And I love that outline of that owl. It looks like an owl to me. So, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And I'm very intrigued by this deck. I really am. This is definitely a deck that I'm going to do a deeper dive with, because it feels like it deserves a deeper dive. It really does. Okay. So again, this is the Fairy Tale Heroine Oracle. It is a 48-card deck with guidebook, written by Sharon Blackie, illustrated by Amanda Clark. Now let me talk about the Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards, written by Sonia Choquette, illustrated by Meagan Boyd. So let me just say that over the years, I've known about Sonia Choquette for got to be closer to 20 years, if not longer. And the thing about Sonia Choquette's Oracle decks is that they almost never draw me. And I must admit, I'm still on the fence about this one, because when it comes to her books, I'm so there. I've done several YouTube videos about her book of prayers, which I have over here, but I don't want to go off frame again. So, again, we have deck, guidebook. It has 50 cards. I will read the synopsis for you. This powerful card deck is designed to activate and strengthen your intuition or your vibes. Each of the 50 cards in this deck offers specific intuitive tools and ways to improve your connection to your inner power. Use the card deck and accompanying guidebook daily, and you'll learn to trust your vibes and experience the ease and flow of six-sensory living. And there's a quote on the back. Regularly using this deck simultaneously reinforces your intuition and gives you the answers you need when you need them. Oh, I read that incorrectly. Let me try that again. So, regularly using this deck simultaneously reinforces your intuition and gives you the answers you need when you need them. So again, we have Sonia Choquette, who is the author, and we have Meagan Boyd, who is the artist. Some of the cards include embrace your inner guidance, listen to your body, listen to your heart. I'm going to actually have Drake do a close-up of the front of this card. And I'm also going to have him do a close-up of the back of this card. The back of the card design, because I find it to be immensely beautiful. And fun fact, I've always loved the combination of purple and yellow. There's a specific artistic and color theory connection between purple and yellow. In fact, purple is the opposite of yellow. And then at the cover of the inside top, it reads, "Reconnect to your inner guidance." And the bottom of the box is just that beautiful print. So I love the concept of the deck. I love the way that it's presented. I love its purpose to strengthen one's intuitive abilities. But again, when it comes to Sonia Choquette's Oracle decks, it's like, When it comes to her books, I'm there. There's an introduction, there's the general meanings of the cards, about the artist, about the author. So it's kind of bare bones in that it doesn't give you a lot of setup, if you will. There are no spreads that are exclusive to this deck, but it really is intriguing to me. And then we have the Inner Temple Oracle, written by Rebecca Campbell, illustrated by Katie-Louise. So, historically, when it comes to Rebecca Campbell's decks, I'm not a fan. I want to be, but historically her decks have not done it for me. That changed with her Oracle of Stones, which was in the very first Hay House Card Deck Club box that I ever received after subscribing. And there is something very intriguing about this deck for me as well. I love the black and the gold, number one. I love, and I'm actually going to show you something that's very unique about this particular deck. And that is, first of all, the box opens like this. That's number one. And number two, it has the opportunity to remain open like this. And yes, there are magnets in the box. Now, what I love about this, several things. First of all, number one, it looks like a pyramid when it's not like this, but like this. That's number one. And, keep in mind that it's been a while since I've been in high school. But this looks almost like a perfect isosceles triangle. It looks a little off, but because it's not like the exact measurements for an isosceles triangle, but it comes pretty darn close. And the great thing is that one can insert the card in this little slit. Oh, the slit is up here. So here is the card that reads, this is more than an oracle box. So let's pretend this is my card of the day. So I put the card in here like this. They see me doing this, right, Drake? They see me doing this. Okay, thank you. So I put the card in this little slit over here like this. And then this becomes a living altar. I really dig this concept. And I'm pretty sure that there are other boxes of Oracle decks that have something similar. I don't recall any names offhand, but in the comments, by all means, let me know if you've seen other decks like this. And it doesn't have to be this identical setup, but just like a similar setup. So I'm very intrigued about that. And the other thing that intrigues me about this deck is also the Oracle attunement on the top, and then at the bottom, you are the Oracle. And in case you're wondering, so this symbol, hello Durga. Oh, you joined me in the video. Thank you so much. I love it when you join me in the video. That tells me something about... And you came when I started talking about this deck. So there's something extra magical about this deck. By the way, Durga is not just a cat. She is my primary feline familiar. She's not only my primary feline familiar, she is also the alpha female. Because after Isis, the alpha female, died, Durga became the alpha female. And she has the same disposition as Isis did. I still love Isis, but yeah, like her disposition. The only thing is that, well, when she's displeased, she pees. Isis did not pee when she was displeased. She did something else. I'll leave it to your imagination to figure out what. Because I don't want to say she pooped, but in case you didn't know, she would poop when she would express her displeasure. Isn't that right, Drake? The look that Drake just gave me was so deadpan, because he knows. He knows. He remembers. Okay. So let me talk to you about the guidebook. It's kind of chunky. So we have table of contents. Starting with Welcome to the Inner Temple Oracle, then your Inner Temple. More than an Oracle box. The Inner Temple Oracle suits. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spreads. 9 spreads. I find that very impressive because I can't tell you how many tarot decks I've purchased, or tarot kits rather, where I see 3, 4, maybe 5 the max tarot spreads in the book. And I would say of the 9 spreads, at least half are exclusive to this deck. So the cards, messages and interpretations. We have the 4 suits, the chamber suits. For example, Chamber of Forgiveness, Chamber of Healing, Chamber of Manifestation. We have the Activation suit, Ancestral Healing, The Beauty Way, Golden, one of my favorite Jill Scott songs, by the way. Mercy, Sensuality, Soul Retrieval. We have the Soul Inquiry suit, The Burning Rose, Create Some Space, The Darkest Night, Deeper Than Before, The End is Also the Beginning, The Golden Thread. And then we have the Polarity suit, Aligned/Misaligned, Connection/Separation, Destiny Life/Fated Life, Feminine/Masculine, Freedom/Trapped, Inner Spring, Inner Autumn, Inner Summer, Inner Winter, Let Go, Hold On, The Mystic, The Machine, Plenty, Scarcity, The Seen, The Unseen. There is also a section called The Cards at a Glance. So for example, the Chamber suit. These cards offer doorways into different chambers within your inner temple that can be accessed for healing and inspiration for specific situations. For example, Chamber of Forgiveness represents innocence, softening, humble yourself, heart healing, grief, compassion, forgiveness, self-forgiveness. The Chamber of Power, inner strength, empowerment, sacred power, occupy your space, self-belief. This fascinates me. This entire thing just really fascinates me. And seeing how it's structured, I find very intriguing. And this particular Hay House Card Deck Club card box came with a special item. And that is this. I know, I'm going off frame again, I apologize. So in this organza pouch, we had this. It is an essential oil blend of sea salt and orchid. Now, these are one of the times that you want to have smell-o-vision, because I want to tell you, the smell's so potent and so strong. It almost smells to me not so much like an essential oil blend, but like those perfume oils, those incense perfume oils, where you stick the sticks in and, you know, it gets sucked into the straw thing. I don't know what they're called. I don't use them. I know that some of you do, because either you can't have smoke where you live, or somebody's sensitive to it, or whatever the case is. But it's like, it's just so rich. It smells so rich, and it actually is very, very potent. You know, as a perfume, this would be like, you know, you'd have to only add a smidgen. Otherwise, you'd be like this cloud of aroma walking past people. It's that intensely strong. I want to tell you, I'm very intrigued about these decks. I just am. And, oh, I almost forgot. The Inner Temple Oracle has 44 cards. The Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards has 50 cards. Durga, did you do something I wouldn't like? Naughty, naughty. I know what you did. And the Fairy Tale Heroine Oracle has 48 cards. Now, I don't remember offhand when they're published, but usually the decks that are included in Hay House's Card Deck Club subscriptions are usually sent to the subscriber a month before they're officially published. So I actually did not receive my box until this month. There was a bit of a glitch on their end. They rectified it, and I did receive the box, obviously. Hello, Bast! All the cats are showing up for my video. This makes me so happy. And of course, Drake is going to do a close-up of Bast, because Bast is in the box. By the way, Bast is Drake's primary feline familiar. Isn't she beautiful? I still have some of the oil, so I'm not using, you know, the fingers that have the oil. So I'm very excited to do a deeper dive with these decks. Of the three of them, excuse me, I'm probably going to start with the Fairy Tale Heroine Oracle first. I just find that very intriguing. And, you know, when I was younger, I almost never read fairy tales. But between the Storyteller Tarot, also published by Hay House, the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Yoshitani, and now the Fairy Tale Heroine Oracle, I'm definitely finding myself being drawn to decks that have a fairy tale theme. And for the record, one of my all-time favorite artists, Lisa Hunt, who has illustrated decks for Llewellyn Publications, she loves using fairy tale themes in her tarot and oracle decks. And I know that she has a fairy tale themed Lenormand, which I'm convinced that the Sacred Fae are just keeping it. Because, you know, again, I live in a one-bedroom apartment, and why I cannot find something in the same room in which I misplaced it makes no sense to me. So it will need to be replaced. But then again, I have a list of decks I need to replace, so that's fine. So let me know in the comments if you have any of these decks, if you have a subscription to Hay House's Card Deck Club. Hello, Durga. Hello again, Durga. So you're trying to get on my good side because I know what you did and you know what you did. Isn't that right, Durga? She's not answering me because she knows. I know what you did. I know what you did. No, I know what you did. I still love you, but I know what you did. She knows what she did too. And Drake knows what she did. Isn't that right? Yes. Anyway. Getting me dirty. It's going to go in the wash anyway, so you know. Anyway. So thank you in advance to all of you. Well, first of all, thank you to Hay House. Thank you to these authors. Thank you to these artists. And thank you to all of the stores and websites that are going to start carrying these decks once they're published, number one. And number two, thank you to the wonderful, very talented customer service staff at Hay House, because I've needed to reach out to them on 2 different occasions since last month, and they have been fabulous. They have been absolutely fabulous. So I'm very happy with how they have been taking great care of me. Hello, Durga. You leaped on top of the refrigerator. Your favorite place to be in the apartment. Well, one of them anyway. So, of course, thank you to the customer service staff at Hay House for being so professional and so friendly and so generous with their customer service skills. And, of course, thank you to all of you in YouTubeLand for all the likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions to my YouTube channel, and an extra big and beautiful thank you to those of you who have already scheduled your sessions, including the individual who has a video reading with me this Friday, September 19th, 2025, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course to the other wonderful individual who scheduled a phone reading for me, a phone reading with me on whatever the second Sunday in October of this year is. I don't remember the date offhand, but it's in my calendar planner. Anyway, so as always, stay in tune with your intuition. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, stay away from toxic people, stay away from Nazis, from fascists, from people that are committed to an authoritarian regime. I can't even say it because I never need to say those words. And, of course, stay tuned for the next video.